Hello everyone. Welcome to Blockhead Space. This is my opening video. In the future, I'll be making other videos on how to make rainbow unicorns, the dodo birds, donkeys, and a variety of different other types of tricks and stuff that I've learned throughout the years of playing. Here's my world. This is Spawn. I'm particularly very picky about my builds, so I like to really detail them. This video here is just going to show everybody my world and some of the things that are in it. This is all around Spawn. Here is my store. I have every type of egg that there is. I also have every single type of rainbow animal that there is. This is what we call the gauntlet. It's a maze of different animals and stuff like that that are trying to kill you. To get through it is very difficult. Only a few people have made it all the way through. This up here is my rail station that goes completely around the world. This is a 1/4 size world, by the way. Here is one of my big paintings. In future videos, I've decided that I'm going to show people how I do these massive paintings. This particular painting is a total of 262 paintings. I'm going to teach everybody how to make these so flawlessly, and the hard part about making these paintings is keeping the paintings in order and laying them down so that you can get the whole picture. It's really difficult to keep these things in order, but I figured out a pattern to accomplish this pretty easily. Here's another one. Even these two aren't the biggest paintings in this world. Now, I'm going to zoom out a little, give y'all an idea of what the whole area around Spawn looks like. As you can see, the immediate area right around Spawn is very developed. There are a display of all the different rainbow animals here. Unicorns, donkeys, dodo birds. Also, as you can see above here, have a tulip farm, which I breed dozens and dozens of different types of tulips, and I'll show you in later videos how it is that I breed out black tulips, which is the rarest of all of them. As you can see, some of these here are already starting to get really dark in color at the base. There's some here that are just about to tip into that black stage with red tips. Here's another one, the one in the center. It's almost to the point where it's gonna start looking black. This one here, the blue one, you can see at the base of the tulip, it's almost black there too. And you don't need all of the primary colors that come naturally in the world in order to get any kind of color that you want. I've got solid orange tulips. I've got solid pink tulips. I've even got solid green tulips, which is a very difficult tulip to make. I'm going to zoom out here again. I'm going to go underneath spawn down to our second rail system, which also goes all the way around the world. I call it the blue flame fire rail. This here goes completely around the world. Most of the caves here, this is a survival world. Most of the time I do have the portals on normal, but occasionally I do set them to free, depending on if somebody's building something and they're just, no, I don't force them to buy the materials to build something that's gonna benefit everybody in the world. But otherwise, a lot of people do their own mining. All of these mines are lit up. I will also show y'all, this is my main base. It is dug all the way down to the lava. Here it is zoomed out. It attaches to my tower up above. The elevator runs all the way from my base all the way up to the top of the tower to the rail. This is the largest painting in this world, and if I had to guess, I would say this is probably the largest painting in any Blockhead world ever. This is a maze that I built. No one so far has beat the maze. It is so complex that even admins can't beat it. I challenge anybody to come in here and try to beat this maze. These two little sections here off the side of my tower, this is where I raise my dodo birds. I wanted a stack of each type of egg, so I really went crazy with the dodo bird thing there for a little while. Now I only got dodos working that I need eggs in that I've sold, and I'm running out. Over here on the other side is where I breed all of my rainbow animals, and there's a couple of diamond animals in here too. But as you can see, I got rainbow donkeys and diamond donkeys there. what I do normally is I don't bother. I just kill these guys, these purple guys, because they kind of, you don't want the anything lower than diamond inside your breeding area. See, I got some cleaning up to do here. I got a purple one here too. Go up here. These are diamond dodos. They produce quite a few rainbow eggs. Also diamond eggs. These are my rainbow dodos. And if I sit here and babysit this thing, I can get a stack of rainbow dodo eggs in a few hours. Here's some donkeys and some other diamond donkeys. Here's my rainbow unicorn bin. If you notice the feeder boxes in the back, I put a lot of feeder boxes down because if they run out of food, they'll die. Even if they're tamed, they could run out of food within just an hour or so. If you really got to take care of these guys. Always have food inside of these feeders. What I do is I take them out of there when they're empty, and then I take them back up. I got a little area that I use for filling these things, and I fill up all of these boxes, and then I go in there and I lay them back down, and that way they never, and I only have to do that maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. So they're constantly breeding babies. As soon as I see a baby come out, I cage it up, and I save all of them until I have 25 or 30 of them at a time, and then I go and I release them all into this bin here, where there's no feeder boxes, no trees to feed them with, and I tame them in here. And I like to use the meditation because it speeds up time and it makes them grow faster and all of that. And as soon as you release them out of their cages, you can feed each rainbow unicorn 2 rainbow cakes. And then after they're turned into an adult, they'll take one more rainbow cake, and then they're tamed. So it's really quite simple to tame them. And once they're tamed, they are really a lot of fun. I've found that I'll show you right here. I'm going to release one of my unicorns up on the rail, and I'm gonna ride it, and I'm gonna show you everybody. Just see, I renamed him Speedy because he's my first one that I got, and I've always had him, and that's the way I know that he was my first rainbow unicorn. Now, the thing about these rainbow unicorns is for all intended purposes, fly. You swipe up, and you swipe up again, and swipe up again, and swipe up again. You can fly them all the way around the world like this if you wanted to. I love the rainbow unicorn because they jump without needing anything to jump off of. And they are fast. They are much faster than the hand carts. I love them. And he ran, and they fly faster than they run. So I like to, if I'm in a hurry, I like to fly them to wherever they're going, because they really get to moving. And you can kind of, if you're the owner, it's a lot easier to move around and get a glimpse of stuff up close, you know, see what stuff is going on in your world. You could run around the entire world in just a minute or two. I seem to be a little bit laggy because I'm recording at the same time right now. But I'm going to get back to the spawn area where this blockhead stays pretty much most of the time. As you can see, I use 5 blockheads, and most of the time I have them crafting or doing something like that. But right now they're meditating while I'm recording. Now, I'm going to take y'all away from the spawn area. Give y'all an idea from a zoomed out point of view what kind of buildings we have here in this world. Again, this is Blockhead Space. There's the gauntlet and the maze in my tower. Here's the ocean. This is the only ocean in this world. That, I believe, is the South Pole. Yeah, that's the South Pole. This is one of the 2 castles that I built in this world. This is my own castle, the one that I use for myself. From the zoomed out point of view, that's it right there. Let's zoom in. I think myself that this is the nicest castle, nicest building in my entire world. Although some of my admins think that Admin Tower is the nicest. The show Stargate, so this thing is themed around that show. Except for these 2 warriors right here. Every painting in here is from the show Stargate. Here's the top of my castle, where I do all my business and stuff. There is a Star Trek ship there too, though. I just like the way it looked. I haven't yet put any paintings in my rooms. I haven't really done much with that since I finished doing... Oh, I did over here on this side. But I think paintings, and also, if y'all noticed, that all the floors, every corner, all the inside walls are painted blue. The castle itself is actually black. I think that really accents people's builds when you pick a theme that you're gonna go by. I'm an expert builder. I've been playing this game for a long time. I love it. It's just an incredible game. It really is. This is a section off the side of my castle that I'm messing around with. It's themed outside of Stargate. It's like a tower, a watchtower from my castle, so to speak, I guess. And that's that. And now I'm going to zoom back out. I built this entire island. It was just straight water here before. It was ocean. I pretty much built this entire island. As you can see, it sits out in the middle of the ocean all by itself, and That's why I did it. I like it like that. This over here is, let me see, I think, yeah, this is the West Equator, which I have a big, huge hotel at. People can hang out there. I even put a sign there for them if they want. I am looking for active admins. This up here at the rail I built, and it's for people that are, you know, pretty active in the game, you know, that really want to kind of have to build stuff outside of this. And I built this kind of housing complex, and it's just right attached right on the underside of the sky rail. As you can see, I do a lot of painting. I think that is the thing that makes everything look so much better than it normally would if you just built something and didn't paint it. And it stops right underneath the rail. I'm still working on a few things here. I'm gonna build a big store over here just to the left of the station, and I'm gonna put every different type of tulip that I have on sale there, all the different eggs and rainbow animals and so forth. Think that I'm even going to sell each type of donkey and unicorn that there is, since I do have a big farm over here that I bred, that I used to breed out the unicorn, the rainbow unicorns, which is right here. And I'll show y'all exactly how to build these, to breed these donkeys and unicorns and all of that stuff. As you can see, I've got a whole array of different types of donkeys and unicorns and stuff here. As you can see, I got a bunch of signing and boxes right here. I started it and then I got distracted, but I'm gonna tame all of these animals and sell them in my big store that I'm gonna make above what I call Wizard's Keep Station, which is right here. Y'all already saw that. Now I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. That's a interesting pixel art there that someone did a while back. This server is about 2 months old right now. We really take building seriously here. This is admin tower. I built this with the purpose of, giving my admins somewhere where they could all be in one spot, but actually all of the admins have other homes elsewhere, but they also keep blockheads here. And I'll show you what over here. This is the section that I have. I got my own little collection of dodo eggs up there. I put a full workshop in every single admin place. For each painting you see here is a different admin. That's their profile picture. They all have workshops, full workshops. and get you a zoom out. What I've done, as you can see over here, you see the wiring coming from the electrical benches. I did a central wiring system here, which everything, there is no flywheels or generators inside the houses. I've done all of this right here. I led electrical wiring all the way down here. And I've got this power generating area here. I've also made it to where if you look, you can see the steel door on the side there next to the flywheels leading to the elevator. So I can just go down there and fill those things back up real quick, and it's a piece of cake. I also have, which is, no, I'm sure a lot of people have trolls. I have 6 of them in my admin tower home. Unicorns. I like to keep them inside my house after they've been, I got a couple of the different ones that I've kept there. This here is the entire tower. It sits on the other side of the ocean from my tower. Has an elevator system that goes all the way down to the rail. The rail goes all the way around, like I said. This area up here, all of this big hill right here, all the way over here, all of this is free, unbuilt on area. All the way, this, you can start to see buildings, smaller buildings starting to come into play here. And then, you know, there's a lot of free land and a whole lot of sky islands in here. A lot of them have stuff on them, but there are still several hundred islands in this world that have nothing on them. And as you can read in my rules, I really appreciate people that put the effort building in nice homes, and I'm more likely to admin those types of builders. Well, this is Blockhead Space. I've given y'all a kind of a grand tour of what my world is. And there's Spawn again. We've gone all the way around the world. And next time, I think that I will do a video on how to breed the rainbow dodos and how to get the rainbow dodos from all the other levels of dodos that they have. Until next time, this is Blockhead Space. Bye.